Okay, this is the latest project that I'm selling to a woman here in town. These are Parushna mandalas, and it was her design, and then I did the modeling and then the print. These are 3 small ones, and this is a big one. And the concept here with this is that each individual pyramid in this structure is proportionally exact to the pyramid of Giza, in that the width on each side is 1 inch, and then the height from the middle bottom to the tip, so just the whole height of one pyramid is 0.636363. So that's the ratio. And I don't know if this is considered an equilateral triangle. I don't think it is. I'm not sure if an equilateral is from here to here or from the middle bottom to the top, but anyway, this is exactly what she wanted. She wanted a clone, a duplicate of the pyramids of Giza. So this thing is made up of 3 big pyramids on the bottom that go around. So it's a 3x3 matrix on the bottom, and then 1 level up is a 2x2 that sits in the middle of the 3x3, and then on top of the 2x2 is 1 big pyramid, all of these being the same size. And then around the edges are small pyramids that are half the size of the big ones. So once put together, this thing produces an almost sacred geometry type of look and feel to it, where if looking at it in different angles, you can see spheres, octagons, octagonal shapes, more pyramids depending on the angle that you look at it. And overall, you know, it's actually a pretty neat little design. I'm not familiar completely with all the dynamics of it. You know, there's metaphysical implications of this with different chakra areas and stuff, and I don't know anything about any of that, and to be honest, I really don't want to know, but I did want to design this, so, and it turned out really nice. It took a couple tries of tweaking and getting everything the way that we wanted it. Initially, the very first print was this blue one, and with the blue one you can see that it is very tall and skinny, because I think that the pyramids, the lengths were either, I forget what the ratio was, but that is initially what she suggested doing. That's the math that she gave, and that's what this thing produced. And then when she took a look at it, she was like, no, I screwed up. So we went back to the drawing board and come up with this. Actually, we come up with another model, and the thickness was not good on the first one. Then I redid another one. The thickness was too much, and you know, so we just kept tweaking until we got it exactly the way we wanted it. These are going for initially, just for the model, just making the model, I charged her $150. And then after we have our model and I can just, you know, run off prints, the small ones I'm charging $10 a piece for, only because it's her. If it was somebody that I didn't know, I would charge more probably, but The filament cost about $5, and it takes about 3 hours to print one of these, the small ones. And so $10 a piece for these. She wanted 3 total, and then the big one I'm charging $30 for total. 15 filament costs and 15 for labor. So it's actually pretty cheap for something like this, but just because, you know, I'm on a learning curve and I don't have this thing perfected completely. The whole procedure I haven't perfected. I don't mind, you know, not charging an arm and a leg yet. So anyway, and I wanted to take a video of these because once I get them to her, I'll have the blue one, but I won't, you know, have these. So this is kind of a nice thing to have on YouTube so that I can show anybody else that might be interested. And these are 5 inches. This is almost 8 inches across. These are 5 inches across. And each one has legs on it too. These little pegs here just acts as a little bit of support for it. And then, as you can see here, this is felt. I'm going to be cutting out and then putting felt on the bottom of the legs, just to kind of not have the plastic scrape against anything. So, but it's very solid. I mean, I don't think that I could like break this. I could squeeze it as hard as I wanted and it's not going to break. So very solid construct. And let's see, what else have I been doing? I think I wanted to show this. This is something I did a couple months ago. I wanted to do something really, really big, and I don't know what you'd want to call it. It almost looked like a vase, but I'm actually thinking it would make a really nice plant holder if holes were put in the bottom to let water go through. And the inside's really nice, and the outside has these nice grooves in it. And I put a chemical coat on this to make it really shiny. But I wanted to do something big, and that's big for my printer. It's almost 8 inches. Yeah. So very thin, but unbreakable. So that turned out really nice. Or you could, use something like this to put pennies in, or just, miscellaneous things, paper clips and pens or whatever. So anyway, and then I think the only other thing I wanted to show, this video really is just about the pyramids, but this is a Roman Colosseum that I did a couple weeks ago. It's got all the little alcove places, but the inside of this is very detailed. You see, you got a little ground area where the lions and warriors fight, and then all the seating arrangements around it. But this is an exact replica of, what is it, the Parthenon or whatever it's called. So hasn't been cleaned completely, but still pretty nice. So I think that's about it. I'm up to 10 minutes here. I don't want to make long videos. So, but anyway, yeah, this is really the first project that I've done where I've made money. So far, $210 complete, with, let's see, she's gotten one small and one big so far with the modeling fee, the initial modeling fee. That was $150. and with these an extra 60. So, you know, $210. Really not that much filament that was used in these. So, and then I have it down if she wants to continue. She talked about actually making a website where she might be selling these and other objects that are very sacred geometry oriented. I would be willing to tackle some of those too. So, you know, if she gets her business up and running, you know, I might be printing off these hopefully by the tens or the hundreds. So cleaning them is a little bit of a task, and I'm going to have to perfect it. Especially the small pyramids are a little rough. And I think that you might be able to see some of the jaggedness in the edges. Most of that will sand down. The only problem is finding a tool that is small enough to sand things down. And then with the small pyramid, it's really difficult to get down and you know, something like a dowel with sandpaper wrapped around it like I did on the chess pieces might be an idea. So anyway, alright, that's it.